Hey, loves. Y'all, this has been a time and a half. So basically, I was like, I'm going to let my cell phone charge, right? And I'm going to do a story time with you guys about the time I got not, well, me and some friends got into a high speed chase. So basically, I'm trying to do that. So I come out here to grab my MacBook. And like, I was like, I can be working on my desk, get my desk in order because it's a mess, and packaging some orders and stuff like that. Get out here, MacBook not intact. So apparently, my child have taken my MacBook down in her room. Okay, so I had to run and get that. Cell phone tripping, StreamYard tripping. It want me to download Chrome. I don't want to download Chrome. It was just a whole mess. But we here and we ready. Okay, so y'all, at one point in time, I was young and dumb. Maybe still a little dumb sometimes, but I was young, so I had an excuse then to be dumb. Okay, so pretty much, I think we was around what age? I wasn't living on my own yet. I started living on my own at 18. And if you guys ever want to hear this, if anyone ever hear this, want to ever hear a story about that, then I'll tell you. I'm transparent. I am not who I was. I changed a lot, and I'm not ashamed of who I used to be. That's the difference. See, I'm not ashamed of who I used to be, but I'm not that person now. Okay, I have changed my life and did a whole 360 times 100. Okay, but I will never be ashamed of who I was because it made me who I am today. With that said, let's get into the story. So I probably was like 17. Yeah, I had to be like 17 because I was not living on my own yet. So I had to be about 17 years old. And one night, me and my friends got together. So I had, some of us are still friends. And, you know, I still got a lot of love for all of them. You know, we had so many fun, good times together. But unfortunately, you know, we drifted apart and everything. But some of us are still, you know, like stay in touch and cool to this day. Okay. So we was like 17 years old or whatever, what I was. And it was like the late night. So we have been up doing all the stuff that a lot of teenagers don't have no business doing. We was doing that, partying, all that. So in my area, pretty much at that time, our liquor stores closed early. But in another state that was like really close to where I'm at, they liquor stores stay open later. So pretty much it was probably like a 20-minute drive. We basically needed somebody to transport us to this liquor store to get us liquor. We had the money. We had everything, but we did not have the transportation. Okay. And we was trying to get lit, get turned, like we always did all the time. That's all we did was get lit. And we needed a ride. So we was like just hanging out outside chilling. And me, even though back then I really didn't listen to my intuition, I always been, even in my most dumb, when I was just the dumbest of the dumbest, I always had a strong intuition about things. It was to the point where my intuition was so strong, even like as a child and as like a teenager, to where after things kept happening and I kept warning my friends about, it got to a point, and I may give y'all some more stories and talk about that too. It got to a point where my friends, if we was about to do something, I'd be like, no, I'm not feeling it. It saved us a lot of times. They started being like, okay, we're not going. If Mo says we're not feeling it, and it wasn't like a situation where I'm running this show or none of that. It was just basically like, if Mo got a bad feeling about this, then we're not going to even it had got to that point, especially with one of my closest friends. I don't want to say her name, put her name in these videos. At that time, she would be like the main one, like, okay, well, we're not doing it. We're not doing this. We're not doing this because I already know you. You got good intuition. And that's one thing I did love about them. Like, you know, I really miss them. Anyway, so basically, but that night, I did not listen to my intuition. At that night, I was so focused on having fun, partying, and all that, even though I felt, okay, so we was outside hanging out, me and my friends. So I think we had like walked to a nearby liquor store or something like that. And we was walking back. So it was two guys. They was basically brothers. And I won't get into much of that either because like it went down. So they wanted to holler at some of us or whatever, or whoever, probably any of us at that time. You know how them young boys is. They just be trying to get their little issue off. So they was like, what y'all doing? We was like, nothing, we chilling. You know, we trying to go get some drinks. What's that? Y'all got the car. So they was like, oh, we'll take y'all. Come on, hop in. Okay. First of all, they was handing out rides too freely, right? And soon as they said that, my friends looked over at me. And this night changed everything because I think I did speak up this night. I spoke up and I was just basically like, y'all, like, and like at first I used to irritate them with doing that, but after they kept on getting into shit, not listening, then eventually it was like, this girl be right. She irritating, but she be right. Because I was like, look, I'm not doing nothing else with y'all. Y'all can do y'all, go do y'all. I'm not with it. Y'all don't want to listen. We keep going through this. I'm not about to, yeah. It's a wrap. So, to make my story even longer, they was like, okay, so anyway, I did not listen to myself. I did not really put up a fight. I really wanted to get drunk too and finish getting messed up. I was already kind of messed up. I needed that drink to boost it. I went with it. Okay, I went with it against my better judgment. So we get in the car. I don't even think we made it, because this is years ago. I don't even think we made it to the store. I think we got like almost at the borderline of where the store would be. Probably like 4 minutes away. And a police car started following us. Okay? So, let me give you the setup of the car. It's the driver, my friend in the front that the driver was trying to talk to. No, I'm sorry. It's the driver, it's his brother, friend, whoever, in the passenger side. It's one of my friends beside me. One of my friends on the other side of me, because it was like a regular, like, low 4-door car. It wasn't like a big car or anything. One of my friends on the left side, one of my friends on the right side. I'm in the middle, and I have one of my friends sitting on my lap. Okay, so we run down the street. The police get behind us. So we was like, go ahead, pull over. They like, go ahead, pull over, talk to the police, see what they're trying to say or whatever. So at first the guy was acting all normal or whatever. When he pulled over, like he gonna pull over, he was acting like he had a driver's license. He was acting like this was his car. The way he pulled over, like all nicely, like he was a productive citizen. As soon as the police get out the car to come around to talk to him, to ask him for his license registration and all that, this month speed off. Just speed off. His friend, as soon as the police get out the car, start coming over, y'all, it's like my heart dropped when I heard his friend say, peel off. His friend said, peel off. Peel off. I'm like, peel off. I'm like, no. I was like Kevin Hart. No. Well, I seen my whole life flash before my eyes. Mind you, I was a teen mom. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I had a whole kid, and I was like, bruh, I'm like, I'm saying my child going away. I see me eating my little 3 meals of the day. I see my little jails too. I don't know how jail been because I've never been locked up before. No jewelry. I was like, I got into little stuff, little fights here and there, a little whatever, did little stuff or whatever. But for the most part, I was now thinking back on, I was a pretty decent like girl or whatever. So I hung out with these crazy people, but for real, I want in all that. That wasn't me. I was a pretty girl. I want to get my nails done. I want to be cute. I want to prance. I don't do gel. That's not me. I'm not the gel type, you know? So you can't get your lashes done in gel. You can't do facials in gel. You can't get a pedicure in gel. You can't eat sushi in gel. If you ain't doing all that in gel, I don't want to go. I can't get my weave done in gel. I don't want to go. Okay? So pretty much we spread off. We gone now. Oh my God, we're going so fast but so slow because he don't even know how to drive. So he fake trying to run for the police. At one time though, I looked back and the police was far behind, and I was just like, let us out, let us out, let us out, pull over and let us out. So I guess the driver got nervous because he got us screaming, let us out, let us out, let us out. Then he got his brother or friend or whatever saying, go, 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 turn right here, right here, right here. So after a while, somebody else in the car was just directing him too, because we knew the streets. You know, we ran these streets. We ran these streets, so we knew them. So pretty much, we look back one time, it was only one car. I look back again, it was no police cars. I look back again, all I see is lights. It's like 100 police cars following us. My life was flashing before my eyes. The next thing I know, I look back one more time, it's no police. When I go to look back again, I hear a big boom. We run into we go down this narrow residential streets. It's cars on the left-hand side, cars on the right-hand side. We hit one car on the left-hand side, the car go over to the right-hand side, hit another car. We hit like 6 people cars on this street, y'all. 6 people cars got hit that night. We hit all these cars or whatever. I look up, you know, the airbag come out, the front of the car smoking on fire. We jumping over each other, jumping out windows. We don't even try to get out the door because the door is jammed. Because when he hit like the car on the left side and the right side, it was basically crashing the doors. So we're jumping out windows at this point, trying to get out of this car because it's looking like it's gonna blow up. That's how I looked. It didn't, but it looked like that. We get out the car. They run. The boys run. So I'm like, I'm not running. I can't even run. I'm coughing, all this. We ain't running. We sat on the ground, y'all. It was weird because the way them neighbors came out to fuck us up, the way them, excuse my language, but that's what they was going to do to us, okay? The way them neighbors start coming at us, it was like one of the movies there. Y'all seen the people with the fire, the sticks, and the pitchforks and all that? That's how it looked like they was coming at us. We was happy to see the police. We wanted the police. Come on, police. I never wanted the police this much in my life. Come on, officer, come get us. We wanted the police because those neighbors, they didn't know who hit their cars. They just seen all of us, like us four, laid out in the street. They didn't know we hit their cars. They didn't know. I'm getting my good morning text. Hey, good morning. They didn't know we hit the car. They didn't know if we was the driver or not. So they coming out for war. They ready to take our necks off. Thank God the police pull up. When the police pull up, they come toting the guns out in our face. Get the L down. Get down, on the ground. Guns all in our face, y'all. Y'all, it was January, and for some reason in January, it had started raining. So we're talking about 11 o'clock at night, raining, January, 20-some degree weather, and we laid on the ground. And you know back then, it was either two things. You was gonna be cold and cute, or ugly and warm. So we picked cold and cute. So we had on the tightest, skinniest, littlest clothes we probably can find. Okay, trying to be cute in pneumonia weather. So we're laid out in our little clothes on a wet pavement, guns in our air. The police speak to us, find out what was going on. They found the dudes hiding behind some houses, a couple of houses away or whatever. And, they caught them, everything. We didn't go to jail. We didn't get in trouble. They understood that we had just accepted a ride from somebody. We didn't even have nothing to, they was yelling at us, something, you're lying. We was not lying. We did not know these people. We was not lying. We didn't know anything about them. I don't even think we knew their name. Our dumbasses hopped in a car. This is why this is the young and dumb edition. We hopped in a car, and y'all, again, my wisdom tooth was pulled out 8 days ago. It's still kind of swollen, so if I sound funny, my pronunciation is off. You want to bear with me, and I should have said that in the beginning of the video 16 minutes ago, but I just started running my mouth. But y'all, when I tell you they was in our face going off on us and all that, they was mad because they had traced us and chased us, and they was upset because like all these people cars was wrecked. It was like a mess. We had the police with guns in our ear. We had people calling us all type of bees, hoes, tramps. Y'all messed up our car. Like them people was pissed off. It wasn't even us. We didn't even mess up your car. We was in the back seat. We didn't do it. We was like, we didn't do it. We weren't driving M.O.N.S. What we do? So, yeah, y'all. It was a crazy, 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 crazy night. A night that I will never forget. One of many. Y'all, I have some stories. Y'all. I have some stories. And I would say I can write a book, but I have did that. But I could put some of these stories in the book. I haven't did that. But I don't know. We'll see. But I will do some story times depending on how they look. But yeah, that is the story of me getting in a high-speed chase, y'all. If any young girls are watching this for whatever reason, I don't know why you'll be over here watching me or ever hear about this video. Just beware about who you with, what you do, and everything like that, because it can get you in a lot of trouble. That night we could have went to jail. That night we could have got charged with like a lot of things. That night we could have lost our life, so be very aware. It's funny now when I think about it, but then again it's not, because we really could have lost our life that night in that car crash. It could have been way worse. We could have been all lost limbs, lost our life, all that night. Just being reckless and not using our brain. When you out here moving around in these streets, y'all, use your brain. Follow your intuition. If your intuition is speaking to you, that's your power. That's the power in you. That's like a little angel on your shoulder telling you, beware. Love you guys. Have a happy Saturday. I got stuff to do. I'm just up enjoying myself. And I'll talk to y'all later.